Well, hello everyone. It's me, KP, and I'm back here again for our Makey number 3 today for Cyber Moon Day. I want to welcome you back if you're finding me here, and thank you for joining me for a day of makiness. Super excited because we got more house things, and you know I love little house things. So we have these pieces here, which we are calling little house facades, and they can be used to just by themselves to create things like these little ornaments, which we made one this morning. Okay. And then you can also pair your facade with a little 3x3 inch panel and make a little shadow box, which was our last project that we just finished, just for fun. All right, and then so the third project I'm going to do with the same piece of material, the same little facade, is make a greeting card. Okay, so I'm going to just stop for a second, make sure that you know, y'all can find me back here again, and I'm going to have a sip of my coffee and just sit back for a second, and hopefully you guys will find me again if I didn't bore you too much in the last one. You know me, though. I would sit here probably and just do this and talk to myself, even if nobody was here. Sad but true. All right. All right, I'm going to just give it a couple minutes and I will be right back, okay? Oh, Cheryl, yay. I'm so happy you're back. I was thinking, I wonder if I said a different time or if I just bored everybody to death. I was hoping that wasn't the case, but anyway, so it looks like it might just be me and you this time for another round of makiness. So remember, we had, and thank you for saying I'm inspiring. That's probably the best compliment, really, I think, ever. Honestly, like to inspire someone really means a lot because, you know, it's a positive thing, and it means a lot to me because I love what I do. I love all this stuff. I don't care, excuse me, if I'm making little house shrines or if I'm painting a huge watercolor painting or, you know, doing nail art. I love it all. So, oh, yay. Hi, Alba again and Libby. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Again, we have these house facades now. Okay, they're nice, heavy chipboard. They are made by Gina at Gypsy Soul Laser Cuts. So if you look on her website, which is gslcuts.com, you can find so many wonderful products for all sorts of projects. I work with her a lot and ask her to create stuff with me or for me. We work together often. I will just tell her and show her what I want, and then she will design it. So when I say I designed these, I did tell her, like, this is what I want and this is how I want it to work. And then she works her magic because she is brilliant. She is so good at, you know, at making things that work together. And I love working with her, and it's so fun because it's pretty instantaneous. So you get that instant gratification. Anyway, so recently, as you know, I have been making a series of these little milagro or these little nicho shrines. And so I was inspired to do little shadow boxes like the thing that we just did. And so that's why I said, Gina, can you make me some houses for the fronts of these you know, 3x3s. And of course she said, sure. So we did she did the one with the little chimney, and then she did the A-frame. And I love the A-frame for lots of reasons. I mean, I love the one with the chimney too, but the A-frame is super nice because you can do it on, you know, a card. Now I did try it, and I'm sure there is a way that you can do it with the house like this, but this little rooftop kind of gets in the way. So I would consider actually cutting it off altogether if I was going to make a card, just cutting these two little, you know, triangles at the tips off completely. Because I tried to do a card, but you just don't have really enough of an overhang. Even if you did it this way or this way, you don't have enough meat, I guess you could, you know, thickness in the paper to make it a fold over. If you did it this way, you could leave a piece here. And I suppose if you just used white cardstock, that would be fine. You could somehow figure out how to fill that in, maybe with some Christmas washi tape or something like that. But in this case, I am just going to go ahead and use the A-frame. Okay. And I have a piece of nice, heavy, cute pattern Christmas paper. Again, if you did not want to make this Christmas, you can definitely make it, you know, generic, make it for a housewarming, make it for Halloween, whatever holiday that you want. Okay. Yes, Alba. I almost called you Red Alba. Yes, it is for sale. I don't have it listed yet, but I'll be happy to list it. I am going to list some blank, some empty nichos on my site. So I still have a few more to do. And of course, I've been selling them with the charm inside for $48. These will be less. So I will list these if you want, and I will let you know. All right. So anyway, I have a piece of nice patterned paper. It's, you know, cardstock, and I scored it and folded. And as you can see, it's not folded correctly. It's not folded correctly, but that's okay. Now is the point where you would want to decide, do you want to paint this, you know, and have it, do you want to paint it? I think I'm going to actually, and I didn't grab any, I forgot, but I'm going to use washi tape. That was Alba's idea. And since I want to make this one a little quicker, we'll go ahead and I'm going to grab some Christmas washi tape. All right, so I am back, and I just grabbed some random holiday washi tape in different thicknesses. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue again on my piece, just because washi tape, as you know, doesn't always stick the best. Again, I could easily you know, paint this and stamp it. And there's so many different ways that we could do it. You know, and I'm just repeating myself again, the possibilities are endless, but I want to do this not only because I think it'll be really cute, but and quick, you know, it'll be fast, and that way we can, you know, get more projects done without you sitting here watching me hem and haw on what things I want to use and stuff like that. Anyway, I just need a thin layer of glue, again, just to make sure that my washi tape will stick down. And I could have also, keep in mind that sometimes your washi tapes can be a little bit transparent or translucent. So if you wanted to base and go ahead and put like a coating of white gesso down, that would be great too. Or you could paint it like a silver or gold. That would be really fun because then you could leave some blank spaces in between. Anyway, I'm just going to start sticking all my washi tape down. I'm going to leave a little bit of an overhang, all the way across. Of course, I want to try to make it pretty straight. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. This is really fun if you do have some different widths of tape and obviously different patterns, because you want it to really be varied. So this is similar to what we did with Strip Club. So, and of course, if you have lots of different washi tapes, that is great. You're going to just butt them right up together. I decided I did not want that there because I wanted something a little bit thinner. And some of these are just great because I got some that are kind of shiny. So a nice variety is just fantastic. And it's really nice too, because I think it's a way to use our washi tape that often we buy because we love it and it's so, so cute. But then, you know, we might not always use it. I'm guilty of that. And so that is one of the things I really want to try to focus on in the new year, is making sure that we are using our stuff. Remember, a couple years ago when I first started live streaming, I started doing like going to my castaway pile, my pile of different substrates. I have all kinds of canvases and boards and different things that I you know, set aside when I'm sort of uninspired, you know, like I'll work on something and then I either get uninspired or I just move on to something else really quickly. So I have this whole shelf full of castaways, and I was going to that pile every week and making something new. And so I'm thinking that would be really fun to do again. So that fit really, I don't like wasting all that, but that fit really nicely without cutting off any words. So I went ahead and put that piece there. Oh goodness, it must be almost lunchtime. I hope you can't hear my stomach growling. Oh, it is. It's being sort of obnoxious right now. So it's always nice to do a little bit of a repeat. So keep that in mind. And most of my glue on there is dry, but it's okay because it will still, you know, be sticky enough to catch that tape on there. I really like that. That's kind of a boring. boring color. Let's try this instead. Because this is what I wanted to show you. There, I have just the tiniest little piece of the chipboard showing through. If I had painted that a color like gold or silver or something, I could leave that and not even worry about it. But, you know, since it's there, I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of the skinny foil tape. But of course, keep in mind that if you wanted to, you could always like a glue runner, and you could put a little glue, and you could put some glitter if you want to. All that kind of stuff's fun. I don't want to pull it all out and be hunting around for it. Okay, so now I have this big taped up mess, right? But what I'm going to do is take my cutting pad and my X-Acto again. And of course, if I have any strays, I can also use my file to file all that off if I want to. This would be a real cute way to do the little ornaments too. Puff, you're so sweet. Alba, I will make sure that I talk to you. Know, I'll make sure if you're interested in the little shrine, I'll make sure that I won't post it without talking to you first. Okay. Thank you so much. And of course, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really important that you have a good, sharp craft knife for this. Otherwise, you know, it'll tear at it, and you have the possibility of it actually kind of peeling away some of the tape off the front if you don't have it really nice and sharp. So ta-da, isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, if I do say so myself, and so easy. You know, that's one of the things, I mean, we get a lot, at least I do. I'm speaking for myself, but I think I can speak for a lot of you also. We get so much joy out of making things and creating things with our hands, and the things that we buy, you know, that we like to use and that we have in our studios. So it's just really nice. I feel like it's really nice to be able to make a project that comes together kind of quickly and that you can feel good about, but you got to have fun making it, you know, without laboring over it too terribly much and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put glue all over the back of my piece. Again, sort of just a nice even coat. This is a little thick, so I will wipe some away. I want it to be moderate, and I want to make sure that I'm getting every single edge on all my edges, and I want to make sure I get right up to, you know, the outline of the square of the center and all that. But then after I have it spread all around, I just want to make sure it's not too thick and gushy because I really don't want it just squishing out from behind the edges. All right, and like I said, I have my cardstock already folded over. And of course, this is really going to depend on what, what you want. I'm going to line up the edge of my house piece with the folded part of the card. And of course, and then the bottom too, I want to be flush, okay? And once all that is nice and set, I'm gonna take my X-Acto again. Of course, you could probably even use the scissors to go around. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out right up to the outline. And it didn't go all the way through, so I do want it to be a nice clean cut. And I'm, of course, also going to, well, you can address this a couple different ways. If you wanted to put something right in there, of course, oh, where's my 25? I don't think I used my 25 yet. You could put something like that right inside. Or, of course, a holiday message. I think I'm going to cut this out. Oh, also, I did not get right up to the edge on the bottom. And again, if you want it to be really straight, like my cut isn't that good. So this is where I could easily use my little nail file, my little art file to square that up really nicely, okay? And then again, I do want to cut the center out, but of course you don't have to. Depends on what you want to put in there. All right, so now you could definitely stamp something else and mount it right up in there. Or you could just, stamp your sentiment right on the back. I think I'm going to actually stamp this silver on it. And if you need to, you can always make yourself with a little pencil, make yourself some little marks or stamp on a separate piece of paper and mount it in there. All that's going to be up to you and your design decisions. I am going to just use a little pencil and just give myself a couple very soft little guidelines, which hopefully I can erase after. I have like 20 different types of erasers right above my table in a little shelf or in a little box, but it's holding up the cord for my camera, so I can't pull it down here. Otherwise, my camera cord will fall down. So I can't find the exact eraser that I was looking for, but it's okay. So, ta-da! Isn't it so cute? And of course, I would color that in maybe with a little colored pencil or a little, I don't know, a little something to spruce it up just a little bit. Maybe some pan pastel. Actually, I think some pan pastel would be really, really cute. Let's go ahead and do that because I think I still have this on my table from the other day. If you guys watched, and then the other day when I did the little faux postage. So this is what I'm going to do. This will make it super cute. I can sort of even use my little guidelines that were already down in there. Just masking off with some Post-its. And then I still have just a little bit of pan pastel left on here. I'm thinking it's actually kind of enough, really, to do what I want to do. I don't need a lot. I just want the teeniest bit of color, just to sort of give a little glow. And then I can even maybe use some colored pencils, just a couple little colored pencil colors, maybe a red and a green. And just color his little cap in kind of quick. And, you know, I think I needed to, I have some orange here. I need a little orange for his little feet. I guess, are they orange? I don't know. Are penguins' feet orange? I'm not sure. And one more. And it's so funny because I just happen to have a couple colors of pencils sitting on my table, and it just happened that it was the colors I kind of needed, so that was good. All right, let's peel these guys off. And voila, you have your cute, cute little card. And wouldn't that be cute on a mantle? Well, you can't see it. I can't stand it up for you, but trust me, it's real cute. Anyway, all right. So that makes, 3 projects. We started at 11 o'clock this morning. And I know it's already 2, but you figure I didn't spend an hour on each project. Maybe on this one a little bit longer. But I got 3 fun, cute projects, all just from those little house facades. Right? So let's stop and see if anyone has any. Oh, Robin, yay. I'm so happy you made it. Sorry if there was any confusion. Yeah, if anyone has any questions at all, please let us know. I am going to take another break. It's 2 o'clock right now. I'm going to come back on here. I'm going to take a 40-minute break so I can go eat some lunch. So I will come back on, let's say at 2:45, okay? And then we're going to do another project. We're going to do some collage and paint using the new collage sheet. All right, so we'll come back and we'll do a little cradled panel and we'll do a little holiday moon. How about that? I'm going to clean up and make myself a little bit of food so my stomach won't growl, and then I'll come back and get Makey with you some more. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I'm having a blast. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and save them up and ask them of me on the next live stream if you want. So I'll see you back here at 2:45. All right. I hope I will see you. Yes, Juliet, there is enough in stock if you want to order them, the houses. All right. So I'll see you back here in just 45 minutes. Thanks again and talk to you in a bit. Go get your stuff so you can get Makey with me.